couple little things to do on the Firebird today. I wanted to put new plugs, wires, and coil packs in. I didn't go ahead and do a coil, I guess you call it like the plate that fires everything. I didn't go ahead and do it, but I did buy brand new coils, and I went ahead and labeled them, which number they are. This always helps me remember, you know, what the firing order is, because these aftermarket ones don't have the numbers on them. Or I could have just taken a picture, but it's easier for me just to label them. And then I know I got the firing order in my phone. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for your firing order. One easy way to get these coils off is there's going to be 2 bolts right here above your power steering. And they're going to have a 10mm nut. You take these 2 off and take this little cover off for the throttle, and you can actually pop this the whole housing and everything. There's going to be 3 plugs. There's going to be a plug right here, and then there's going to be one here and one right behind it. Unplug those and the whole thing will come off, and then if you've labeled your wires correctly, you can swap out all of your coil packs, clean up the base underneath it, and then you just get your 10mm nuts, put them back on. This side, the driver's side, is extremely easy. It literally takes no less than 10 minutes. Or I'm sorry, no more than 10 minutes. Passenger side is a little more tricky, but there is enough room right back here to get, you don't have to remove anything off your engine. I've seen people remove the alternator, remove stuff back here. You can actually get to all of these with an extension and a wobble, or something. That's what I usually use. And it makes it real easy. Just make sure when you run them, I went ahead and put the coating back on the wires. These are 8mm Taylors, and I think it'll help it run a lot better. Still got to put my hose back here, run it back to the valve cover. And after I get this bolted up on this side, I'm going to be moving to the exhaust. But that's the easiest way if you want to swap out your coil packs. Just take your 2 bolts here, this whole plate lifts off, swap them out, put them back on. Just make sure you clean everything up. I always like to clean off the little prongs that go in them, and use a little dielectric grease underneath it. And that's about it. The whole job on that side over there, it does take a little bit getting into it, getting your extensions in there and everything else, but it really doesn't take all that long. Also, if you're going to be doing your oxygen sensors, they are right here, and then there's one opposite this side, just on the other. A little harder to get to, but you can get to it. There's single wire on these. This is a 93, so it's going to have a single wire, and I believe on the 93s, probably 93, 94, 95, on this 3.4 liter, you're going to have 2 oxygen sensors total. There aren't any past the cat. Alright, let me get this buttoned up, and I'm going to start showing you what I'm doing on the exhaust. Alright, so back here on the exhaust, I always buy, well, not always, but I bought several of these from eBay. You can sometimes find them on Amazon, but it's a catback exhaust system. It comes complete with your pipes all the way from the cat, new muffler, new tips. I buy them as cheap as I can with good mufflers, and as long as your pipe up front is good, I don't care. But here's usually what happens. This tip is bent way down, and this one is cut more direct. This tip is actually about 5 inches long from where the bend is, and this one here got quite a bit more on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here and I'm going to cut the exhaust right about somewhere in here. And I'm going to put 2 tips on it that I got from AutoZone. So the whole exhaust system from the catback is still going to run me less than $180 with the tips, but it'll look better. It'll actually come out from the bumper a little bit. It'll have a slope tip. So let me get these off. I'm going to cut it, start mounting this up. This is where I'm at with the exhaust. So I've got tips added on, got them kind of straight out. I like a kind of a slant cut to them. Sticking out a little more than I like. I may end up cutting that down just a little more, maybe another 2 inches, but a lot better than the curved down pipes that were uneven. So, not a bad day's work. Yep, plugs, plug wires, coils, oxygen sensors, and exhaust done. So, time to get inside and watch some Dexter.